we are going to be pocket watching Kai Cenat's income. And if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Ronnie Fogan. I'm a Canadian and US CPA, and my sole purpose is to help content creators generate 4 to 5 figures in tax savings legally on an annual basis. Let's hop into it.
How much does Kai Cenat make per individual stream?
I'm going to say he makes like $100,000.
Okay.
That might seem outrageous, but
Okay, so I'm going to tell you. We'll see if you're right or wrong.
First of all, this guy, he bet the under. That's got to be one of the lowest guesses. Come on, man. 100K? Come on, man. That's Kai Cenat.
I broke down the numbers. Kai Cenat's tier 1 subscriptions, which means it's $4.99 per month. This is only his tier 1 subscriptions, could make him up to $3.6 million per month.
No, 3.6 million a month is crazy.
He streamed 10 times last month, which means he made $360,000 per stream. That's ridiculous.
that's probably one of the highest paid professions of all
That's
time.
a salary every hour he streams.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, kudos to him.
I want to talk about how Kai Cenat is making a lot of money, but also how he's keeping it. Disclaimer, I'm not his accountant. I do know that he has the right people in place because I know that Agent does. Agent talks about this type of stuff all the time. And I'm sure Agent is putting his folks on game. Kai Cenat is making millions, but I guarantee you his tax liability is not that high. And there's 2 to 3 factors that have to do with that. Kai has the right entity structures set up, for one, just to control tax liabilities. Having those entity structures allows him to shift tax liability across various entities. So if he has a streaming business, clothing business, MP may have his own LLC. There's so many avenues we could take here in terms of his brand deals, the royalties, his Twitch specific deals, the real estate that he may have. We're going to get to that a bit later with the content houses and stuff, but all of these different revenue streams should result in different entity structures created by Kai and his team. And that allows him to create tax scenarios and effectively control how he is taxed. All of these different entity structures are going to have their different revenue streams, their different deductions, their different write-offs, and different rules associated with them. Some may be holding companies, some may be operating companies, some may be management companies. But all of these entities are going to help mitigate and reduce his tax liability to the best of his ability. The second thing that I know for sure Kai is doing is he's using the tactic that wealthy business owners always do, which is reinvesting into the business. Yes, Kai Cenat is earning these millions, but he is also reinvesting millions into the business. Step number 1, the content house. That content house is not cheap, and I guarantee you this is real estate that is a full-on business expense. These mansions and content houses where content is happening every single day. I remember when he brought Kyrie, and I tapped into the stream for a little bit. They were walking circles around the house. Kyrie Irving and Chris Brown, and I was like, yo, how big is this mansion? This is a content house. This is real estate, and that is what's helping him offset taxes. Obviously, it must be done in the right way through depreciation, but this is something that allows him to drastically control his tax liability. Content houses, the travel where he's going to be performing in New York, and then he might be in LA, he may be in Atlanta. These are all ways that he is mitigating his taxes. Leveraging the content and the investment into the content, that's step number 2. Step number 3 is location. Kai Cenat is from the Bronx. Kai Cenat is from New York, but Kai Cenat resides in Georgia. There's a tax advantage to this. When you look at the influencer community, it used to be very Hollywood coded. You have to go to LA to make it. Some content creators got smart and they were like, I don't want to be taxed federally, at the state, and then city taxes after that, franchise fees just for owning and maintaining an LLC, and all of these different taxes. And I said, hey, I'm taking my butt to Atlanta, Georgia. If you look at Georgia from an income tax perspective, it's not a 0 state income tax location like Florida or Texas, but it's still favorable when we compare it to New York or California. These states have state taxes starting at 9%, whereas Georgia has a flat rate around 5%. So already there, you are saving about 4 percentage points on your taxes. And when we're talking about percentage points on millions of dollars, the savings are in the 6 figures off the bat. Those are 3 ways that Kai Cenat's team is maximizing his tax liability. There's a lot more where this came from. There's so many avenues within the tax code, especially when it comes to content creators. If you're enjoying content like this, if this is piquing your interest, this is the stuff that I live and breathe and talk about every single day. So make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that follow button, and we'll make a lot more videos like this. My name is Ronnie Fogan. I'm a Canadian and US CPA who specializes in generating 4 to 5 figure tax savings for content creators across the continent. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.